Hi guys, welcome back to Hope's Instant Kitchen. Today we are tackling another kitchen organization project, and I'm really embarrassed, so don't judge me here. I did a few organization videos a little while back, but look at this. This is a huge mess, and that's just one of the cabinets. We have this mess under here to tackle as well. It's just not working for me. So what we're gonna do is tackle these cabinets, get everything organized so that I will be able to find things when I need them. So these are my 3 bottom cabinets that I'm going to tackle today. All right, so anytime we're organizing a space, the first thing you want to do is pull everything out. Then you want to wipe everything down, and then we reload everything in that we are keeping in an organized manner, and everything that we're getting rid of we'll just put in a trash pile or donate pile, depending on if it is something that can be donated or not. All right, before we get started with this cleaning and organizing, I want to talk to you a little bit about Bones Coffee Company. If you haven't tried out Bones Coffee, I'm going to leave a link in the description box below for you to check out. If you want to try it out, please shop using that link. It helps out the channel. You can get coffee in 12-ounce bags, you can get whole bean, you can get ground or K-Cups. They also have this sample pack. They have some amazing flavors such as carrot cake, holy cannoli, Irish cream, red velvet, tons of delicious flavors. We've tried the Cinnabon. This is what we had. We had the variety pack. So it comes with 20 of the single serve K-Cups. You will get 4 of each. You will get maple bacon flavor, strawberry cheesecake, high voltage French vanilla, and classic medium roast. They were all very delicious. They have wonderful ratings here, 4.7 out of 5. You can join the coffee club. You can go on there and choose the frequency of which you would like your coffee delivered. We get our coffee twice a month, so every 2 weeks. You can choose if you want to get them weekly, monthly, bi-weekly, however you want to do it. And you can go in there and manage your subscription. So you can go in there and change the flavor anytime you'd like. All right, so let's come over here to the Instant Pod and have a Cookies and Dreams flavor Bones K-Cup. So like I said, we tried the sampler pack. We've tried this electric unicorn fruit cereal, which is actually my husband's favorite. And we are going to get another box of that coming in this Saturday. We've tried the Cinnabon. We have tried the Cookies and Dreams. We decided that we're just going to go ahead and try every flavor. The strawberry cheesecake was my favorite. We've got a little something for everybody. I just want to say it smells like an Oreo cookie, and that's the great thing about the Bones coffee. We had the French toast flavor not too long ago, and when I was brewing the coffee, it smelled like someone was down here cooking French toast. So to this, I'm adding some French vanilla. So think like Oreo and like milk, milk and cookies. And then I add some sugar in as well. And you guys, I have this wall-mounted K-Cup holder that I got from Elite 3D Prints. It's amazing. And then I also keep extra K-Cups down here in the drawer. Put some sugar in here and stir this up, and this is going to help me power through the organization of these bottom cabinets. Give that a nice stir. If you are a coffee drinker, I'd highly recommend trying the Bones coffee. I cannot say enough good things about all the flavors that we've tried so far. Alright guys, coffee is made and it is delicious. I took a sip of it. So good. So like I mentioned, the first thing that we want to do is take everything out of the cabinet. And here we have just a mixture of like Tupperware containers, bowls, things like that. I'm just going to set them over here on the counter for now until we get this thing cleared out and figure out what we're going to keep, what we're going to get rid of, and how we're going to organize all of this. So I will see you back here once I have this entire thing emptied out. Oh my goodness. So this is what all came out of one cabinet. We have some like Kool-Aid pitcher lids. Where's the pitcher? Who knows? Look at this, you guys. This is so gross. It's covered in dust from just sitting up under the cabinet. That is disgusting, okay? Tupperwares, some pots and pans, and another casserole dish that's completely covered in dust. All of this came out of one cabinet. Now, the cabinet is nasty, so we are going to take some Clorox wipes and get this thing wiped out. Alright guys, now that the cabinet has been cleaned out, we are going to have to determine what we are keeping and what we are getting rid of and start loading things back in here in a manner that is organized so that things are going to be easy to get out of here when we need them. So let's start with my strainer. My large strainer, I believe, is in the dishwasher. So I know that I am going to keep my strainer. This is my little small guy. I'll put that up here. And then when my larger strainer comes out of the dishwasher, I will go ahead and put it inside of there. My mixing bowls. These mixing bowls are really old, but I do use them often. I'll go ahead and stack those inside of each other and put them right there. All right, let's talk pots and pans. Get all these Tupperware containers out of the way. All right, this is my As Seen on TV Reds copper pan. And I've had this for a couple years now. Still looks pretty much brand new, you guys. I love this thing. It is non-stick. It's easy to clean. Definitely keeping it. Like I said, I have these random like lids that go to Kool-Aid pitchers, and I don't even see a Kool-Aid pitcher in here. I don't know where it is. Here's a small, like, tiny lid that goes on an itty-bitty pan. This bowl actually goes to my stand mixer. I don't know how it ended up under that cabinet because that's not where it belongs. Set that to the side. All right. This is another small little skillet that I have. I mean, I don't really cook on the stove much anymore, so I don't know if I'm going to keep it or not. I do keep my big pot here, my stock pot, because I use it for soups sometime in the winter if I cook them on the stove. This is my glass little pan here. I'll keep it. And I will keep my two cooling racks. Again, more Tupperware containers. This is garbage, so we can throw that out. Set that on the side. These baking dishes, honestly, these are Rachael Ray. It's a Rachael Ray set. I do like them, but I honestly don't think that I've ever used these ones with the lids. I don't think I've ever used them. They've got dust all over them. I mean, I'll probably end up trying to maybe sell them on the yard sale, local yard sale page. I may go ahead and just sell all 4 of these. I may hold on to this one and get rid of these other 3. I'm not sure because I honestly don't use them, so I could probably just clean them up and get them out of my cabinet. All right, we'll just put this on the top and set the mixing bowls in there like so, and I will probably honestly let these other 3 go just because I don't really use them. So over here, I do use this one for side dishes all the time. This is a good size pan. I have another skillet that's not in the best of shape. I can honestly toss this one out. It's just seen better days. This one I will keep. And these are my Wolfgang Puck pots and pans set that I've had for years. My mom bought me these years ago. So I will keep my pots and pans there. This one is also a Wolfgang Puck, the smaller skillet. So what I'll do, go on and set this inside of here and place it inside of there to keep those together. And I believe this one is Wolfgang Puck as well. So the whole set's here except for that other skillet that was kind of burnt on. I'll go ahead and get rid of it. And I have my copper pan. Put it right there. Looks way better already. Okay, let's talk Tupperware. Let me grab these other Tupperware containers. So, we're gonna have to do Tupperware another day because look at this. What a mess, right? Another sip of that delicious coffee. All right, keep pushing. So we are going to save the Tupperware for another day. These lids, I know that I do have a Kool-Aid pitcher around here somewhere, but for now I'll just leave those there. They may end up going in the garbage. Definitely keeping my 8x8 glass baking pan. Set that right there in the front. Easy to get to. And my cooling rack. Take those. Stand them up to the side to get them out of the way. And these 3 dishes are going to be cleaned up and listed for sale on the yard sale page. All right, so that is one cabinet done. 2 to go. Cabinet number 2. Oh my goodness. All right, so I bought this little holder thing right here with the thought that I could keep my pot and pan lids in here, but somehow it just gets unorganized. So let's just clear this cabinet out. We have a lemon juicer here. I'm gonna go ahead and clear this cabinet out. All right, cabinet number 2 is emptied. We have here a cutting board, 9x13 glass baking pan, some George Foreman griddle plates, cake pans, drying towels, utensils, lunchbox, George Foreman. All right, we got muffin baking pans, a round cake pan, my little tiny pot that goes to my Wolfgang Puck set, baking tray that's old and worn out. We've got salad spinach stuff over here. All right, so starting out with, I have these old rusted cake and muffin pans in this baking sheet that was so rusted that whenever I used it, I always put aluminum foil down over it, and this other muffin pan, which is also really old. All of these are going in the garbage. It is time for some new bakeware. All right, I'm putting this with the Wolfgang Puck set, which we have in this cabinet. So all of the pots and pans stack up neatly and nicely in there. Okay, so now I'm gonna start with this glass baking dish. This is a 9x13. I do use it for like birthday cakes and things like that, so I'll just store that back there in the back. I'm wondering, actually, I'll turn it this way, and we'll load the George Foreman in next to that. First, I need to put the George Foreman together and put all the pieces back on there. So we have the grease dripping tray. Alright. I'm going to take the plates that go onto the George Foreman, slide those into place. This George Foreman is over 10 years old, but it still works really good, so we're not going to get rid of it just yet. Slide that in there like that. Out of the way. I'm going to keep the bundt cake pan just because it's the only bundt cake pan that I have. And I do use it occasionally when I'm baking cakes. Like I said, I don't bake very often, so it's not very often that I would use that. Let's talk about this, okay? I bought this so that I could hold my lids. So the way that I had these in here before, I'm just gonna stack them in. So, Wolfgang Puck set of lids. So that looks pretty good. I don't know if I'll have room to close it with it down there on the bottom. Nope. I'm gonna try to fit these up here. But that's not gonna work either. We're gonna have to reconfigure this. Okay. All right, so I had to reconfigure some things here. So I moved the George Foreman up on the little shelf. Got the pot and pan rack in there. Got my cake pan and my cutting board. I have some gigantic grilling utensils here for an outdoor grill, and I'm just going to slide these back here in the back because I don't want to have any wasted space in here, just so that we can see them when we need them, but yet they're not really in my way because we don't really do much grilling outside either, so that's all right. Okay, now all of these pieces that go to my salad spinner, I have all these different blades and things that go to the salad spinner. Alright, here's all my salad spinner junk. So I have this little bowl that goes inside, both of the lids here. By the way, I love my Gourmet salad spinner. If you don't have one, I would recommend this. I got this off of Amazon, and it has all these different attachments and slicers, and it's wonderful. So I'll just leave all the attachments inside of this bowl here, and just put the lids on top of this. I love my salad spinner. So fits perfectly next to the George Foreman, and I'll see if I can slide the other bowl on top. Set the little strainer bowl there and have the lids on top of there. Might not be the prettiest thing in the world, but my drawer still has plenty of room to open and close, so that's what I'm really worried about. Big old rolling pin can go in there. Some of these are just extra utensils that would get caught up in my silverware or utensil drawer and cause it to not close. This garlic press can actually go up here. I've got some tongs that I keep down here in the bottom just because, like I said, it makes it hard to open and close the other drawer, so those can go there. This drying mat I'll probably move and put it over here. I have my little towel drawer, so I could probably fold that up and leave that in there. There we go. Getting down to the bottom of my cup here. What I'll do is store these utensils in it. I really don't use a lot of the things that I have very often. I do use them for certain things, like my stand mixer. I use it to make dough when I want to make like homemade noodles. I love having the dough hooks and that it will knead the dough for me and things like that, but I just don't use the things that I have that often. These little mitts actually come with my Rachel Ray set over here, so I will probably just clean them up and throw those in. I have this lunch box here, a lunch bag that I used to take to work before COVID hit. When I had to actually go to the office, I will probably just store it back here on top of this cake pan because it looks good enough to me. At least now I can see where everything is at. And we got rid of some baking trays and baking pans that we no longer needed. Also, the spatula can go. All right, onto our third and final cabinet. So I have down here like a huge wok that I have never used that came with my Wolfgang Puck set. I will probably move it over there with my pots and pans. I have this lovely cake plate that you can store your desserts on. I have my air fry basket that goes with my foodie grill. All the paperwork and trivets and air fryer lid for my Instant Pot, Instant Blender that I don't use very much, so I moved it under there. My air fryer basket, my stand mixer is hiding over there. All right, there's just a bunch of bigger items in this drawer, but let's get to it. I'll meet you back here after I empty everything. All right, so the last cabinet here is emptied out and has been wiped down. And then we had my stand mixer and this fancy dessert platter thing. We had the Instant Pot Ace blender. We had every piece of paperwork that ever came with any Instant Pot or foodie, along with some like magnets. I mean, I kept every piece of paperwork that came with every make and model of Instant Pot, rice cooker, coffee maker, everything. And an Instant Pot cookbook. We've got the air fryer lid for the Instant Pot, foodie trivet. I've got Instant Pot covers for my 3, 6, and 8 quart. I have air fryer baskets and this like nut milk bag filter thing and the tamper that comes with the mixer over here. Never used the bag, obviously. It's still in the package. So what I'm going to do is start loading stuff back in. Oh yes, and don't forget this like wok looking pan. I don't even know if that's what it is. If you know what this pan is for, then please leave a comment below. I've not really used this pan, so I'm not even sure if I ever will use it. I actually don't know if it'll fit back here. I can put it back here and set this one. I think it's gonna fit. No, it doesn't fit back there. So sometimes you just have to reconfigure things as you go, but that's okay. So in here, and what do you know, that'll work just fine. All right, so with this stand mixer, I kind of just had this in here laying on its side because I really just use it like in the winter time to make like homemade dough and things like that. All right, let's see now. I'm gonna keep this blender kind of where I had it up in the front. Seems to be a good spot for this. And I do love the blender. I just really don't use it as much as I thought I would. All right, now what I'll probably do is this cake decorating platter down here on the bottom. I did have it up on the top, but I can actually put it there and then put my air fryer lid on the top. And then we have my accessories that go to the blender. So this one was pretty easy because it was more bigger items. At least now I can see where everything is at. I can get to my air fryer lid, my air fryer baskets more easily. So I'll give you one more quick shot of all of the cabinets. So we have this one here that we just got through cleaning out. We have this one here with the salad spinner, the pot and pan lids, and we have this one over here. The only thing missing from this cabinet is my larger strainer, which I will put underneath the smaller one. And I almost forgot one more thing. And I almost forgot all this paperwork over here. What am I going to do with all my paperwork? All right, so I have just set all that paperwork back there on top of the foodie trivet. That'll be all right for now. It's out of the way. All right, guys, so if you have enjoyed this video and you like kitchen organization, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel already, please consider subscribing. If you'd like to check out Bones Coffee Company, please go down in the description box. It'll be the first link that you will see. Go down there and check them out. Helps out the channel. I'd really appreciate it. And if you'd like an awesome wall-mounted K-cup holder or a coffee spoon holder, several different color options for either of these items, check out Elite 3D Print Store on Facebook or Etsy. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.